Okay guys, another vehicle we'd like to show you. This is just a build we've not long done in the shop. So this is a Quartermaster Trialmaster. So this is actually unusual because I haven't seen very many Grenadiers or Quartermasters for that matter with the red frame. Sorry, with the grey frame. The red frame's pretty common. We've got several units here with the red frame as an option, but I haven't seen very many grey. I wonder why that is. It's just maybe people prefer the red. But what we've done here is try to match these owl wheels with the frame, which looks really, really good. This one's also had the 4-inch lift on it with the owl remote dampers with the reservoir, so it looks pretty good. But yeah, I think the stance of this being a little bit longer, you know, and of course this is the 127-inch wheelbase rather than the Grenadier's 115. I think it lends itself pretty well to being lifted up. It's a very different, well, it's a different stance obviously, but it's a different look on that back end for sure. I think it fills in its proportions really well by being lifted up a little bit. So that's kind of nice. And just to give it some context, it's not quite as sort of muscular looking as the portal axle vehicle, which we've just got over there, which will also be at the show. But yeah, if you want to if we want to look at that one, you can see there's quite a big difference with that one, but that's a whole different kettle of fish, so to speak. But yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? Yeah, this Quartermaster is definitely getting into that sort of territory of having the similar sort of stance. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of similarities there between the stance of it. Okay guys, we've got this vehicle here. This is a Grenadier. We've done a build on this one which looks really cool. Well, in my humble opinion, let us know what you think. But this has got these sort of Recaro seat covers on. This is done by the Chelsea Truck Company, but they are proper Recaro covers. This encompasses obviously the seat, but it also covers the armrest cover. You can see that there. It's, you know, nicely done. Also our transfer and center differential lock lever, handbrake cover as well. So yeah, a nice addition to kind of you know, just change the color makes a huge difference. It makes it a little bit lighter inside than either grey or black. So yeah, it's definitely changes the sort of ambience of the interior for sure. Yeah, it actually smells really nice as well. Yeah. You can see we've had these wheels. These have been powder coated in this color, so I think that kind of complements the inside. These are Rhino wheels. So yeah, they look pretty cool, I think. I'm not sure what color these were before, but in any case, I think they really complement not just the seats, but also the body color of this vehicle. Yeah, looks pretty nice, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Hi guys, another cool build we're going to show you. This one's not going to the show. This is a customer's build. So, but again, just to give you some idea. So I'm in the shop, so I apologize for any noises that we hear. This is a working shop. We're very busy, so yeah, I apologize in advance for any noises that you hear. I'm here with Alex, the technician who's been primarily responsible for this. So yeah, we're going to have a look around. This is nice subtle accessories on this one. So yeah, let's take a look. So guys, just coming to the back, Alex, talk me through what you've done to this. What's different from a stock Grenadier?
Yeah, so first off, starting on the top, we added the LaTeX ladder step for the door. Yeah. This allows for storage, whether that's fuel or water. Mm-hmm. You want to stack inside here, we can strap that down as well. Yeah. Right here is the ARB spare tire relocation mount. So it actually just extends it out a little bit more. So you have rear wiper operation, and you can actually have that nice beautiful rim that you have on the wheels showing on the back.
Right. Does this move it slightly to the right a little bit?
Yeah, so this allows us for adjustability. No matter what kind of tire size, rim size you're running, we can actually slide this to the right further, up a little bit more as well. So you are going to have full range and access.
That's awesome.
With that wheel mount.
Yeah.
And then down below here is Expedition 1's full steel bumper. Really cool bumper made out of here in Utah. We installed these pod lights for dual use. So these will actually light up when you put it in reverse and dual as your reverse lamp, and you can just pop them on with a switch. So beautiful function with that. A lot of our customers love it, especially when you have your rear setup for something like the camp table, right? So you can cook on this as well. Comes down, slides out. You got a nice tabletop with a cutting board on it as well.
And this is made by
Bison Gear.
Yeah, yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that just extends that table. Yeah, that's really cool. So, Alex, tell us on the side here. What we've got quite a few things, and I think they blend in, don't they? Because it's the vehicle's the dark green, so these accessories.
Yeah, the contrast with the black accessories with the green works really well on this one. Starting up top, we got this is going to be the Lightner full-length rack from front to back. We sell these in the 8-foot, 6-foot variants, so if you do actually want to use your safari roofs, you can as well. Customers optioned this one with a full rank for a full range of accessories he's going to be installing on the top of the vehicle. And then to kind of access that a little bit easier, he has the white knuckle off-road side steps. These have a 20-degree angle as well as a kick out on the rear, so these will dual as, you know, your underside guard and a step. So, and these allow for great access to the top and getting in and out of the vehicle. Moving on to the tires. So these are the DuraTrack RT Goodyears, Kevlar lined. We really like these tires. They've innovated a little bit better, so there's a lot better water distribution, works a lot better in the winter and summertime. He paired those with the Torque forged rims. These are the street variant. There's an off-road variant that they do offer the bead locks that we can do those on as well. On the underside, for suspension, we have Invictus shocks. Running a specialized pressurization within the fluid, so it allows for fluid dampening in off-road and street use. So it's very capable of giving you a smooth ride throughout. And then we upgraded with springs. They're not a bigger spring, so this is actually a stock spring height, but with a higher weight rating on it.
Okay. Yeah. And you say they're adjustable. They're adjustable inside. You can adjust them actually on the reservoir, right?
So we actually service these shocks and we revalve them with shims. So we can't, these have been engineered from Spain. And they are engineered for both dual purpose. And this is probably the smoothest ride you could get for street and off-road use.
Yeah, we've seen Invictus before, and I think it was on a Sprinter van, and yeah, it makes a hell of a difference.
It does. You can add a whole bunch of weight to these and not feel it at all.
That's good to know. So some of the accessories that we've got on this vehicle that haven't been fitted yet, because there's only so much you can do, right? Talk us through this diesel heater, what this does, how it works, where it's going to go.
Yeah, so the customer opted for an AluCab tent that they're going to be putting on top, and then obviously, depending on the conditions you're in, you're going to want some heat in there. So customers optioned this little heater that's going to mount to the mole rack on the side. So it's nifty. You got your air intake right here. This is going to be your heat exhaust and then the diesel exhaust. And it's super compact, easy to carry. You have storage boxes for all your accessories. You're going to have a nice little controller right here for your diesel heater that will route inside the cab for the tent. And then this is super easy just to pack away right on top. You can take it off, carry it anywhere you want.
And that's the diesel tank, right?
Diesel tank right on the side, comes with the locks, so you don't have any theft in that regard. And you can heat your tent to your heartstrings.
Very bougie. Very bougie. And you're going to put this on the Molly panel on the side? Yeah. So he can take it off if he wants to.
So I mean, if you have a ground tent you want to be using it for, or any other cases, ice fishing.
It's not like plumbed into the truck, so it's restricted in that respect. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. So Alex, talk us through. We can see, and by the way, this is not the new 2026 remodeled front end Oreo exposed bolts and a wire harness hanging down, joking apart. But yeah, Alex, talk us through what's been done to this?
Yeah, so the customer's optioned for an Expedition 1 front bumper getting custom made right now to match the rear. So that's what we're waiting for here.
Okay.
And the way we designed it in custom is actually to allow for this triple R light bar right behind the grill to be able to shine through so you don't get a back glare from where your bull bar would normally sit on most of the bull bars.
Right.
We've installed clear water lights where the fog lights usually go. These can come with clear and yellow amber lenses to go over top and cover. There's going to have dual mode, one for daytime running light and one for full brightness to allow you to pierce through any kind of wood, fog, forest that you're going to seem to be going through. And then right here is going to be the front approach wolf box camera that we have installed. This is going to be part of the 3-camera system that you'll be able to see on the interior through the rear view camera.
Yeah, and we'll show you that in a minute, guys. We're going to step inside. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
But you can kind of see how we install this right here. You can see it's very sleek. We're actually able to hide the harness and the light bar very well, so from the front angle view you're not able to see any of this. It's very subtle and it works very, very well.
It's very compact, isn't it? Yeah, I like these brackets the way we've got it behind the grille. That's awesome. Yeah. So guys, we're going to show you this. It's a bit hard to get on camera, if I'm honest, because we were stood in front of this just now when it was on, and none of us could see anything afterwards because they're so bright. So we're just doing these from the sides, but there's a running light component to this. So if we can put that on, Alex. Yeah, so that's your or daytime running light. Then there's the high beam. So if you want to pop that on, Alex. And you can see they're extremely bright. There's 2 levels to these, yeah. So, yeah, whatever part of the world you're in, whatever part of the weather, I think these clear water lights are pretty awesome. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Okay, guys, we can see we've got the triple R light there. It kind of looks like it's in 3 sections, but it's obviously one light. That's just how it fits behind the grille. But it almost looks like a lights you'd find on an unmarked police vehicle, where you don't see them until they're switched on. So, or hideaway lights or whatever. But yeah, it definitely adds to the functionality of the Grenadier. Okay, Alex, talk us through some of the stuff that you've done. I know you're not finished, and thanks for taking time out of what you're doing to talk to us. But yeah, go on, talk us through.
Yeah, so starting up top here, we installed the Wolf Box triple camera into the vehicle. So this is going to allow for dash cam, also records. You're going to have your front approach camera that we talked about in the front of the grille.
So that's in the grille, right?
Yeah. So wherever you're off-roading, pulling into somewhere, you can actually see right in front of your bumper to get as close as possible, or kind of see the angle that you're going to be approaching the obstacles you're in front of. Yeah. We also have the rear view camera that we mount above the spare tire that will dual with the other rear camera. You have options to be able to switch it to whatever camera angle you want for full view, which is really awesome. And you also have adjustability up and down, so you can move that camera with the screen itself without actually having to move the camera.
Yeah, so the camera's not moving, just the perspective. Yeah,
exactly.
That's really good. And obviously it looks a bit dumb right now because we've got the hood up. But yeah, but yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
And then right down here is the Tiny Rig system. We haven't installed the phone mounts yet, but we did install charging cables that you can pull out and you can retract right back in. So if you don't want it that long, you need to tuck away and hide it, we can do that. And these have full charging capabilities on either side.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. And talk us through these. There's slightly different design in these, and these are, I've just noticed the owl logo.
Yeah, so these are made, the trademark's rosin, but they're sold by Owl. Right. But these are really nice rosin acrylic visors, so rather than having a blocked view, you have a see-through view like you would on a fighter pilot's lens or just regular sunglasses. It's really nice for that.
Yeah, and it's not something that, probably unless you're into airplanes, that is, I guess, of a pilot, that's not probably something you'd think about.
Yeah,
right?
And then it even will slide out, and you have full sliding capability. So if you do want to take it all the way over here and block the sun, more than capable too.
That's awesome. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to Alex for taking time out your busy day. I know you've got lots of stuff going on. Yeah, if you need to have any work done on your vehicle, remember we're in West Valley in Utah, so things like this, we're very good at doing bespoke stuff, whether that's your upholstery, whether that's mechanical stuff, and certainly some of these accessories. Obviously the Grenadier and Quartermaster lend themselves very well to being accessorized, so yeah, we're all into that here. So if you want to give us a shout, even if you just got random questions, we've always got people who can help you out with different options. And yeah, if you want to like and subscribe, and if you want to know any more about any of what we've shown you, we can sort of help you out in the comments. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Speak to you soon.
Thanks.